This old country boy's name is Bear. Bear enjoys the simple things in life, like long strolls in the almond orchards or rolling around in the freshly tilled soil. Now that's all fine and dandy, but rooting around in the dirt causes mats, which means this scruffy boy is going to need a good shave. It's starting to cool down here in California, so I don't want to go too short. I'm going to use my 5F blade. That'll be short enough to clean him up, but also long enough to keep him warm if he decides to do any late night critter patrolling. Bear could honestly care less about what he looks like. He's one of those a little dirt don't hurt types, but I was stressing a little about his ears. I thought I was going to have to shave them too. Thankfully, with a little elbow grease and my handy dandy double-sided Artero slicker brush, I was able to brush them out. Bear's pretty tolerant of the grooming process, but he thinks pedicures are for sissies and would rather skip this part. He sometimes lets me know in a not-so-gentleman way just how much he dislikes it.
Hey, don't mind me.
Whether he wants to admit it or not, he does need it. There ain't nothing manly about an ingrown toenail. That's just nasty. I shave out the crusty little mats under his eyes, use a little ear powder to pluck his ear hair, and then pop him in the tub for his bath. If you ask him what he thinks about his spa days, he'd probably say something along the lines of bubble baths are for city slickers. But even though he'll never admit it, he secretly loves his baths and can't hide the look of pure bliss on his face. After I give him a scrubbing of a lifetime, I rinse out all of the doggone shampoo, dirt, and whatever else he was rolling around in down the drain. I soak up what I can with a microfiber towel, and then he helps me out with the rest by shaking what his mama gave him. The leave-in conditioner I'm using today is the Coconut Water Hydrating Spray by Petology. It has coconut oil, vitamin E. It nourishes, replenishes, and will make him as soft as freshly picked cotton. Bear loves getting dried with the dryer. He said it reminds him of when he sticks his head out the window of his dad's truck. He said there's no better feeling than fresh country air blowing through your hair on a warm summer day. I love his optimism. After he's dry and finished daydreaming, I back brush him with my Cutie slicker brush to floof him up a bit. I'm going to smooth him out and even him up by going back over him using my 5F blade. We're not going to talk about what he thinks about getting his legs shaved. We'll just say he's not thrilled about it. I comb out his face and beautiful, ruggedly handsome ombre ears, and then use my O-comb to give his head and beard a much needed trim. Next, I give him the gift of sight by using my curved shears to trim his bangs, and then I clean up under his eyes with my tin blade. I swap between my curved shears, chunkers, and thinners to give his face and head the final touches it needs. I neaten up his paws, and lastly give him a spritz of very manly English garden cologne. He's done and custom cut from nose to butt. He sure does clean up nice.